The bam! Shazam!
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm making something.
I have a question for you. Stop
Okay.
laughing, Kwanza. Do you think you can do my video intro?
Of course.
You're sure? Now?
Yes.
Pick it up.
Okay. I'm going to stop laughing. Hi guys, welcome to my mom's channel, and today she's showing you ways to save money in the house. And today, don't forget to subscribe, like and comment down below for more awesome videos. Adios.
My name is Rachel. Yes, and I am showing you a dirty sink. Yes, because I am going to talk about it and other things that will save you money eventually. Now please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. This video I am not showing my face at all. Yeah, I'm so relieved. Now initially, like ordinarily, what we do when we finish our dishwashing sessions, we wash our sink, okay, which is okay. Whichever way you do it, it is okay. This was clean already. I am just doing it for the purposes of, you know, shoot. Now washing the sink after doing your dishes is not enough. What you realize is after some time you could have a smelly kind of kitchen. This will not be entirely because of your sink. It will be because of the drainage, because all this crap that goes down the drain with oil, with milk, with all that, if it is not cleansed off, we can have situations whereby the sink can get smelly. So I know most people put bleach, other people who I don't know bought some stuff made for that, and you know we are saving, and I am all about saving. So I want to tell you my secret, okay? Because now again it's not about you and your sink. You're using the sink, and if you live in an apartment like I do, your drainage pipe, your sink, it emits with another pipe that is from the neighbors, and that can get messy. So this is what I do in the morning. Usually I take lemon water or apple cider vinegar. So I keep these things so easy. They were used in the morning. So this is what I do. I keep them in the morning, or if I don't have and I want to use, and it's in the evening. And honestly, I don't do this like every day. Sometimes it doesn't just happen, but I remind myself at least 2 to 3 times a week should be fine. So this is what happens. So in the morning, after I use the lemon juice, I keep them and I put this. Now replace this. Ukiweka, now what you do, put water, then when you put water, you just go doing your errands. Okay, you're going to work, you're you're going to do cleaning, you're going to do whatever that you will be going to do, just do that and leave it. So later what will happen is you will come remove this stuff, remove it, remove this, and now let the water go down the drain. It's smelling so good in here. Now the final bit after you do that, you're going to pour in your hot water. You can do the sides, swirl on the sides, and in this just pour the hot water. You will never have smelly drainage because of smelly sink, because of the drainage after whatever goes everywhere. So this will keep your sink and your drainage very, very fresh, and you will not have to replace the drainage or get the plumbers, find out what is smelling in the drains. That could cost you a lot of money. So just do this occasionally, 2 to 3 times in a week, and you save money. So this happens to all the sinks. It should be to all the sinks, both hand washing sinks and your kitchen sinks. Please save on that plumber money and save that extra amount for something better. So now we are back into shopping manenos. You know, I am trying to save. Like I told you guys, I have been very reckless. Yes, it's a confession I am making. Get money, spend money, buy things you already have. 1,020,000 shoes, tumba, designer, anything that you can get. Stop it. Join me. Let me learn from you. Now, when you're shopping, go for the extra grams. Okay, the extra is okay, it is good. And better still, if there is a buy one get one, the best. Okay, the extra one will be like some free food or something. Now when you're shopping, again, avoid this costly, not more sensible detail. Anything you're buying wrapped like this will be cheap. Okay, anything in a tin will be expensive, and anything in a glass tin will be more expensive. So this is what you do. You only can buy this if you have no option. Like for example, whatever that you need to buy is in a glass container, and that is what you need. But this is another point. Glass containers are not always bad, because you can use them for storage. You look at my pantry, this is all glass containers that can taste the coconut oil. So I use the oil, and then I remove the label. I put whatever I want to be put there, and the lids are very, very reliable. They are very, very tight. Okay, they are very tight. So this is a big way of saving, because the jars can still be used in your fridge to store whatever you need to store, to make your few things that you might need to make and store. The glasses can be very expensive. Another way of saving your electricity is to get motion sensor bulbs. Yep, so they will help you save on energy in 2 ways. They will go on only when they sense the motion. If your young ones are moving around and they don't usually put off the lights, if they are not in that specific room, that means the lights will be off. So again, children are known to press so hard and quick when they are putting the lights on, and that burns the bulbs. Another thing I want to talk to you about is molds. You see this, all this is molds on this bag. I had kept it in a place where I knew they must grow. Molds usually zinapenda place iko moist na place iko dark. So if you want to deal with molds, the first thing is clear all the water. For example, in the bathrooms, clear the water, any water leaking, you should deal with that, and then make the place lit, and most importantly, make sure inapata some fresh air, because that will discourage molds from growing. If they persist, or the area you're living in has a lot of those serious molding situations, please seek for help, because molds can cost you a lot of money. When it comes to treating children, they can trigger pneumonia to children, and that could be fatal at the end of the day. And the smell is not just not good. I need to wash this like now. Another thing is, if you love plants like I do, plants can be beautiful and then everything, but look for plants that don't encourage molds from growing. So there are plants that when you keep them in the house, they will cause the molds to grow. So when you're buying the plants, in-house plants, I mean indoor plants, that is, yeah, it makes sense now. Congratulations, you made it there. Now, if the plants, you want plants, ask your the person you're buying plants from, make sure that they are plants that don't encourage molds at all, and stay healthy. No cases of diseases because of mold, which could be expensive. We're talking, like example, in Kenya, healthcare can be very expensive in this country. Maybe one of the expensive places you can get treated in the world. Healthcare in Kenya is very, very expensive, and you know that, and we know we bargain on every other thing, but not medication and not healthcare. End of the rant. Let us go to the next bit. So protect your appliances by installing surge protectors to hizi vitu. Example, if you live in Kenya, you know very well we can be in blackout for hours, and KPLC decides now it's time I lit up your world, and what happens is high voltage happening, and then your electronics, your appliances will be at risk of getting damaged. So to avoid buying other appliances, to avoid losing them, because you've saved so much to buy them, they are very expensive, you need them, you need your ironing box, you need all those things. Please put your fridge guard in order. You will save a lot of money eventually. How many times do you ignore those, do this, don't do this with this product and stuff like that? Instructions are lifesaver to your product. So if you assume them and you go again heads on that thing and use it the way you think, that could be the end of it, and it will be costly, because the choices will be either repairing it, which could never happen and will cost you money, or replacing it with a new one. That could be a lot. And imagine at that time you're sure already you've bought what you need and that is it. Maybe you've been saving it for a while so that you have been saving for it. That is what I mean. So that you can buy it. So you buy it and it has just spoiled. So this is what you do. Follow instructions. If it is like something like this, a popcorn maker, the instructions, they are not written here, but the instructions are you should use only the kernels when they are dry. Don't put butter, don't put salt, don't put anything. So be assured, if you put anything, this will get messed up. And then another thing that we assume most of the times are the water jugs, you know, the jugs you're using to heat water when you're cooking or when you're doing your things. There is a maximum level and there is a minimum level. Those are things you shouldn't play around with. Sometimes you want a lot of water and maybe you have a small jug like mine, okay? If that is the case, please boil two or get another bigger jug. Be patient, otherwise it will cost you. Follow instructions on your product. This brings me to the other bit where you need to learn how to repair your things. Grease what needs to be greased. Take your bikes for service, your car for service. If you don't do that, sooner or later, what was supposed to be serviced, the serviceable part is the, can someone say that? I don't know. But the part that was supposed to be serviced and just operate so good, after some time, if the attention is not granted, that will be over. And now you will have to buy a new spare part for that thing. So we are talking about your vacuum cleaners, your bikes, your cars, anything that needs to be serviced. Yeah, after this time, you know, I need to take this for service, please do it. You will save money at the end. Next, we are going to talk about water. You know, when you leave the water dripping and you have to pay extra hundreds, extra thousands because you did this. You know, the worst part is whenever you leave that water pouring like that, anything could happen. And it happened to me, and it happened to so many people, neighbors that I have lived with in other places. You leave the water like this and maybe you've traveled over the weekend to somewhere, and then you come back and find everywhere it's flooded. So that means your carpet is flooded. If you have adapters on the floor, maybe where you extend the extensions because you want to use your machine, because the socket is far, it can be dangerous. It can even be fatal at some point. So save water, at the same time save lives by making sure your taps are tightly, right? Tightly, what do you say? Yeah, that